All right, it's time to talk about menopause. What, Jacob? We're talking about menopause. You're a guy. Why are you talking about menopause? I'm going through a certification right now. It's about women and women's fitness, general women's fitness. And I'm in the menopause section. Actually, I just finished it. So I want to talk about it, share my knowledge with you. You may not know anything about this, but you should. Man or woman, you should know about this. The average age of menopause is 52 years old, but it could start at earliest 40 years old to 60 years old. 40 to 45 is early onset menopause, so it happens a little bit earlier, but generally it's 52 years old. That's the average. There are four types of menopause. There's premenopause, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. Premenopause is when you're on your normal cycle, everything's fine, nothing changes. Perimenopause is when you start uh, experiencing some symptoms, maybe some hormonal changes. Menopause is when you're experiencing the symptoms, it's happening, it's when your period stops. But, real quick on experiencing symptoms, 80% of women experience some type of symptoms, but there's that 20% where experience no symptoms at all. You're having your normal cycle and all of a sudden it stops. Once when your period stops for 12 months, that's when you have gone through menopause. And then after that 12-month mark, you're in the postmenopause stage. You may still experience some symptoms, but menopause is over. You're in the postmenopause stage. So some of the symptoms, there are hot flashes, mood swings, depression, weight gain, body image issues, insomnia, sleep issues, anxiety. So there's a bunch of different symptoms that happen during menopause, but there are ways to combat it, specifically with working out. So first of all, I want to go over depression, body image, and weight gain, and insomnia. Three different topics, three different symptoms I really want to focus on. Depression slash mental health. You have two different hormones, you have many hormones, but the two hormones I want to talk about are cortisol and estrogen. Cortisol is a stress hormone. It brings you anxiety, it brings you more stress. Estrogen fights the cortisol. So when you have a good amount of estrogen, it fights off the cortisol and you're not super anxious. You may not experience depression. You're normal. You have that normal hormonal balance. But during menopause, estrogen drops. So when estrogen drops, cortisol stays the same. So you may experience depression, you may experience some mental health issues, and there are ways to fight this and figure it out with working out, but always go to a doctor. It's okay. If you're in this age range of 40 to 60 years old, go see someone. It's fine. It's good to talk to people. Little personal story. My wife and I, we go see a counselor occasionally. It's great. It's great for our marriage. We get to talk to each other alone. None of the kids are around. I actually love going to the counselor. I love it. It's great to talk to someone. So, again, if you're experiencing any depression or mental health issues, go talk to someone. So, that's depression. Ways you can combat that: working out, low to moderate intensity weight training. So 15, 20 pound dumbbells. You're not going to be benching 400 pounds. I know 400 is whatever, but you're not going to be benching 400 pounds in the gym during this period. You don't want to do that. You want to go low to moderate intensity. So maybe like a group fitness class, 10, 15, 20 pound dumbbells. Also, moderate cardio. Cardio is a little bit more important than the training. You want a good mix, but moderate. It's not low intensity, it's moderate intensity cardio. So get after it. You're not trying to kill yourself. You're not trying to run a 1,000K marathon, but you are going hard, maybe in a group fitness class, maybe on your own, maybe for a run, moderate intensity cardio, aerobic exercise. The next one I want to talk about is body image. Body image and weight gain. It happens during menopause. You may gain weight, your hormones are fluctuating. If you were ever pregnant in your life and you're going through menopause right now, maybe when you were pregnant, or after pregnancy, when your hormones are not balanced and things are going awry, you might have gained some weight. Obviously, you're going to gain some weight with the baby, but you know what I'm saying. You might gain some weight after the baby, and you want to lose that weight. Some ways to combat that: heavier resistance, moderate to heavier resistance, and high intensity cardio. So going all out. 50-pound dumbbells, 30-pound, whatever your weight is, just go maxing out. My recommendation always, if you're doing a squat, you want to get to the point where your squat, first of all, you have perfect form. 3 sets of whatever you have. Let's say 6 reps. So 3 sets of 6 reps. You get through the first set. That was hard. You get through the second set. Oh my goodness, that was really, really tough. I don't know about this third set. You go to the third set and you can only get 4 reps out of the 6 reps because you have such heavy weight and your muscles are going to fail. That's called getting the failure. That's high intensity, heavy weight training. That helps with your body image during menopause, and that helps with weight gain during menopause. The last thing I want to talk about is insomnia, sleeping issues. I do want to talk about one more thing after that, but sleeping issues and insomnia, similar to depression and mental health issues during menopause, you have low to moderate intensity weight training. So again, that group fitness, 10, 15, 20 pounds, and you have moderate cardio. So cardio is important. If you are struggling with sleep 1 to 2 hours a night, that's all you can get, and you're 52 years old, you might be experiencing menopause. Keep working out. Keep going. I know you might not have that energy, but keep going. You're almost there. You can get through it, and it will stop. It will 100% stop the symptoms, the 1 to 2 hours of sleep. You are going to be well rested soon, I promise. Keep going with your workouts and keep fighting through it. The last thing, osteoporosis. Super, super big issue and deal with women during menopause. Osteoporosis, pretty much it means weak bones. There's a lot of fractures that happen, and once when you get one fracture, your likelihood of getting the next fracture, I think it was 45% increased chance of getting another fracture because of osteoporosis. All right, Jacob, how do I fix osteoporosis? Well, there's no fix, but there's helping it and slowing it down and fighting it. Actually, you're going to be surprised, but jumping, plyometrics. I just did a blog, I'll link it below, all about jumping and the correct way to jump and the correct form when jumping and landing. It's all about landing and those soft knees, letting your body absorb all that impact instead of letting your joints absorb it. So that's really important for osteoporosis. I know it's surprising. You're like, I feel like I'll break a bone then. Start small. I can talk to you more about it, but jumping. Also, progressive weight training. So you may start out at 10 pounds the first week, go to 15 the second week, 20 the second week, whatever it is, but you're progressing and you're fighting that osteoporosis. Key. So menopause, again, recap, super important issue. So many women experience it. The longer the lifespan gets with women and men, just with humans in general, the more percentage of a woman's life they'll be experiencing menopause and postmenopause. Once when perimenopause starts, menopause and postmenopause, women will be dealing with it for 40% of their lifetime. That's like a long amount of time. That's crazy. 40% of your lifetime you're dealing with this. So you might not have any symptoms at all. You might have some symptoms. You might have some lingering symptoms. But we know how to fight it. Increased weight training or higher intensity cardio, whatever it is. There's different types of training, though. Remember, go back and listen to this a couple minutes when I talked about it. But if you are having depression, mental health problems, you just can't figure out the day. You can't get through the day without feeling anxious, stressed. Reach out. It's okay. Reach out to me. Reach out to Julianne, my wife. Reach out to your doctor. We can talk to you, and we're here for you. But menopause, it could be detrimental, but it doesn't have to be detrimental. Let's keep going. Crush it. I know you guys are going to keep crushing it. I'm excited to go through this with you. And I'll see you next week. Let's